Yo, this is the title plays Pokemon Violet! It's getting a bit dark now, and we just were at the Cortona Pokemon Center after some tough battle. And then we have this thing here. This is one of those Terra Raid crystals, or Terra Raid Terra Layers, whatever you want to call them. We already done one with them when we did it solo. Now I want to do it with more people. Looks to be a Fido with a fighting type. Now, it only is a 1 star for us right now, because this amount of stars you get in Terra Raid depending on how many badges you have. So the more badges you have, the more stars you might get on the Terra Raids. We can still try this one. Let's try with friends as well. Just go here. This is a fighting type Pokemon, so maybe we want to change our Pokemon. What can be good against a fighting type? Even though Fido is a fairy, but it's a fighting type Terra type. So maybe Flamigo will do good, because it's a flying type. Yeah, let's go with Flamigo. Then we go to challenge as a group. You then get to choose people that join you as a group. Let's see if you find anyone though. I am in offline mode, maybe that won't work. Maybe I have to go online mode first before I can actually do these raid battles. We'll see. Can't really remember if I can do raid battles, Terra raid battles if I'm offline mode, if that only will work with people having to join. Besides, at the moment after this recording there's a special Blissey event going on, so people might be going for that one first, because that one is an easy farm. 5-star raid, Blissey, easy to beat. Gives you ton of EXP candies and Terra shards, which makes leveling a Pokemon to max level very, very easy and quick. Yeah. Let's do cancel. Let's just go to the menu here, press the L button to connect to the internet. Save our game, that's fine. That will work if I go internet first. Oh, then the place disappeared. I'm on internet now at least. Online mode. See the green star. Now the raid disappeared now. Unfortunate. But now there's a flying type Terra raid where we were before. There's also a ground type here. And at the ruins there's a flying type. You know what? Let's head for the ruins right away. So now I just use the watchtower, because as soon as you explore watchtower you can use it as a fly point. You see there's a place up there. Let's go on Miraidon and let's bike our way to it. Let's see. There's some cliffs here, and we need to go around, I guess, to get to it. I guess we can do that. Yeah, so seemingly, I guess... Oh! Yeah, it's a bit annoying when you use Miraidon to drive around, because you can't really see a lot of Pokemon. You see Arena Trap, you can't escape battle. I like how you actually are riding on Miraidon, or Koraidon in Scarlet, when you are battling in the wild. Looks pretty cool. Level up for more Pokemon. Focus Energy, don't need that. Yeah, we need to go around because we don't have the abilities yet to traverse a lot of areas with Miraidon yet. We'll get more of them later on. HP up, that's one of those vitamins, which is very important for EV training. And HP is actually a very, very good stat for Terra Raid battles, because speed doesn't really matter that much in Terra Raids. You want to focus on your attack or special attack, depending on the Pokemon you use, or even defense and special defense on some Pokemon. And then you want to focus on HP. HP is a great stat, because you need to survive Terra Raids. You don't want to get KO'd, as we saw as you saw in the description of the Terra Raid format, that if you get KO'd, your Pokemon will cause a time penalty on the Terra Raids, which means you will have less time to do the Terra Raid before the Terra Raid is over. You'll be tossed out, just like you do in the Max Raid layers in Generation 8. Let's go up here. There's a TM want to get here too, but we can't get it. Then we have to go around again to get to this top, so I'm gonna do it. So here at the top of this cliff here, getting more items because it's free. Might as well. Some of the items are very strong, like super potions. Heal for plenty. Nest ball, very nice one. Here we got Drowsy. We don't really see a lot of Drowsies so far. Here we also have a dark type Terra Raid. Let's see what's inside of it. It's an Azurill, a dark type Azurill. Okay. That's interesting. Heal ball. Which is a nice one, because if you capture a Pokemon, you'll cure all status effects in case you use Paralyze to get it, and then you have to cure it afterwards when you get in their team. That can be annoying. Person Berry. There's also a wild Terra type Pokemon here. Let's see what it is. High Potion. Oh wow, we get that so early. That's pretty nice. A Fletchling, I think? Yeah. Here's the Flying type Terra Raid. What is it? Ah! Oh, I like this one. A very bad Terra type for this Pokemon, but I want to do this one for sure. So let's do this one. A Flying type. That means it's Electric. Or Rock type can do well as well. Pommy maybe? Pommy's a bit weak stat-wise though. But, I think I want to bring up Flamigo, because Flamigo has so high attack power. And this Pokemon, I know this Pokemon doesn't have any flying type moves, so you don't need to be afraid of getting hit by it. Let's try to do it. Let anyone join. Let's see if we can get to fight this one in an online battle. Let's see if we can get people to join now that we are online mode. There we go. Bastianix with a golden ego. We got one of those Pokemon. Milo with a Spupa. Haha. You might wonder what kind of Pokemon that is that Bastianix has. Well, I won't really tell you because it's a bit of a spoiler. It looks like an Hariyama. That's all I can say. Yeah, there's a bug sometimes people will join and leave. You can't really see who the last one is, but we got at least 4 people now, so let's see. This one should be easier. This is a 1-star battle, so it's generally a joke. But it's fun to do it at least with other people. There it is! Yes, that one! Pokemon I used in my Generation 8 Let's Play. And gotcha. With a Toxel. Yeah. It's probably super easy. I mean, there we go. The other Pokemon like Garchomp and, not Garchomp, but Gabite and all those, they are extremely high level. Might even be level 100, so. But Toxel is pretty cool. You might even get Toxel on my team, actually. I know Flying type is kind of weak, dumb type to have though, but we'll see. Let's see if I can get Toxel otherwise, because I don't think I want to have a Flying type Toxel. It's just dumb to have, because Flying is just a bad Terra type. Toxel doesn't have any Flying type moves. Maybe you can learn Acrobatics maybe, but Toxel is more of a special attacker, so... Here we go, we got Toxel on our team. Got some XP candies, Toxel Sparks, Genus Feathers, and berries. All that. Pretty cool. So that's basically how you do terror battles with friends, or strangers even, that are real people and not actually NPCs. There's Toxel, electric poison dual type. The selfish attention-seeking Pokemon stores poison and electricity in 2 different sacs inside its body. Let's put them into the boxes. There we go. Now, where can we find Toxel? Let's go to the Pokédex. There's Toxel. Look at it. Oh, it's so cute though. Like it's crying. With Pichu and Azurill. Toxel can be found in the area here. Okay, so it's basically near the start area, and then you have to go south. So it doesn't really appear in the area we are right now. It appears not on this area here at Cortana. You need to go in the grass areas here, I guess. We don't really need Toxel right now, but I don't even want to use it in my team. I really want to focus on Wooper, baby, because poison... I want to have Wooper for poison and maybe Palmy for the electric. By the way, look at this one. Yeah, Gimme Go. There are a lot of Gimme Go's around the areas here, including this part here. And Gimme Go's, if you find one, you can go to it, it'll drop a coin, and that'll give you more coins. You can use it for evolving Gimme Go. You need 1,000 coins to evolve Gimme Go to its next type, so that's pretty interesting. Here we got the Fletchling. Should we try to fight it? I mean, we kind of might... Oh, we have this Maschiff here. Hello, Maschiff. This is the Pokemon that we had the trainer fights off against. This is a new Pokemon in Generation 9. It's a Dark-type dog. You can even see the type now, because we got in the Pokédex. It's a Dark-type. Yeah, it's pretty decent attack. A bit slow, but pretty good attack. Nose lick. A critical hit lick. Even with a critical hit, it doesn't really do much damage because it's not that strong. Go with a Pokeball. Is that a critical throw? No. Looks like it. Got it anyways. Maschiff, a Dark-type dog. Onto our team. Level 12 for Palmy, must learn Nuzzle. Nuzzle is actually a pretty good move in the start because it's a low power, but it'll always cause paralyze. It's basically a thunder wave that does damage. And you can't C-note that, can you? Of course not. So Nuzzle is great. It's basically a thunder wave that does damage. There's Maschiff, the new Pokemon Generation 9. Rascal Pokemon. Its well-developed jaw and fangs are strong enough to crunch through boulders, and its thick fat makes for an excellent defense. Yeah, it's a bit of a tanky Pokemon, but it can also a pretty good attack. Take the summary of it. You can see its strongest stats is attack, and then defense. And actually the speed is not that bad, actually. Special defense is a bit low. Special attack as well. It has the runaway ability, which means that you can run away from any battle regardless of how strong the opponent is, which is nice. Of course, wild battles that is. So it's a pretty decent Pokemon. But let's see, should we replace it with something else though? Let's say we have Fire, Fairy, Poison Ground. This will be a Water Fairy. We have Electric and Flying Fighting. Even though I think Fido is cute, I think I'm gonna replace the dog with another dog. So I'm gonna add it to the party. And sadly this means Fido will be replaced. Not because I don't like Fido, it's just that I feel that we already have Azurill as a fairy type. And Azurill is gonna be a great Pokemon to our team, so once it evolves. We got Maschiff here. That's pretty nice. Well, the Pokemon can find these runes. There we go. Also got a Bronzor. One interesting Pokemon is a dual type Steel and Psychic from Generation 4. It only has very few weaknesses like ground and fire. So even though it's super effective, critical hit, Bronzor didn't get KO there. But Bronzor is very tanky. It has very high defense, very high special defense. But attack-wise, it's pretty poor. It's basically a Pokemon that's made to tank. It's a great Pokemon in dual battles though, because it's a great support. Here's Bronzor, Steel Psychic dual type. They are found in ancient tombs. The patterns on their back are said to be imbued with mysterious power. You know what's funny? Check the weight of Bronzor. 133 pounds. At 2 feet, or less than 2 feet. That's a heavy Pokemon. It is using Psychic power to float though. Oh! Fuecoco is evolving! That's nice timing. This is gonna make the next gym battle very easy. And here we go! And Fuecoco evolved into Crocalor. Yeah! New Pokemon! Here's Crocalor. The valve in Crocalor's flame sac is closely connected to its vocal cords. This Pokemon utters a guttural cry as it spews flames every which way. It looks like one of those Mexican hats. Can't remember what the name is, but you know, this big Mexican hat. Oh, Azurill is evolving too! Finally! Azurill only evolves through friendship. And here we go. Here's Marill! Now we got a water-type Pokemon on our team. Because Azurill was a dual-type water fairy, Marill is a water fairy. It was a pure water type from Generation 2 till 5, and added the fairy type from Gen 6 and onwards. The oil-filled tail functions as a buoy, so it's fine even in rivers with strong currents. You know what I remember so cool about Marill though, is I remember back in the days when I was young, and friends of mine were saying, "Look at this Pokemon!" It's like, what is it? Never seen this Marill before. Then a friend of mine was saying, "I know what it's called. They say it's called Peekaboo. That's the name." No, that's not Peekaboo. It's Marill. No, it's called Peekaboo. A friend of mine was so pissed. I was telling him it's not name. It's not Peekaboo. He's like, "No, it was Peekaboo." And the saying, he thought I was telling him I was lying. So, but yeah, its official name was eventually become Marill. But I think this Pokemon was given a fan nickname of Peekaboo until people saw the actual Japanese name of it and then realized that you translate it from katakana to English. It was Marill, or at least not Peekaboo. Even though I think Peekaboo would have been a good name for it, sure, but Marill just sounds like a different Pokemon. I mean, sure, Marill and Pikachu do look a lot like, though. Both have these mouse-type shapes and have these cool tails. But it is officially not the same. Anyways, we are off the time now. Let's see. Anything else we should do now before we call it and go for the gym? I don't think so, because I think we're getting our Pokemon pretty strong now. I think if we go a bit further, we might actually be getting too strong. Because if you go too strong, our Pokemon will start to disobey us. That can actually become bad. I think next episode we're gonna go and challenge the gym of Cortondo versus Katie Sugarbug, Katie, and see if we can get our very first objective cleared. We have 18 to clear, none so far. The first one is next time. Well, I think that was pretty interesting though. We have seen Terra battles, we have seen wild Terra Pokemon, we have seen Terra battles with strangers, seeing some cool Pokemon, some which even look like a Hariyama, but it didn't look like a Hariyama at the same time. What could it be? Well, I won't want to tell it because that will be a bit of a spoiler. But we will meet the Pokemon much later on in this game, as well as other Pokemon that look a bit similar, in a way. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on social media. And I'll see you guys next time as my journey in Pokemon Violet continues.